What's up, H2O? I hope you guys had a phenomenal week and weekend. Today I wanted to talk about my experience at Aquashella Chicago and just some things that I did, some people I got to meet, and some things that I really enjoyed about it. So let's get right into the video. I had the most phenomenal time at Aquashella Chicago. I am so drained from it, but it's the best kind of drained. I had a phenomenal time. I met some amazing people. So I wanted to talk about some of the people that I met. First of all, I met Jason and Joanna from Primetime Aquatics. They are so nice. Jason did the Creator Aquascaping Challenge and he won first place and Joanna won third place. It was so funny. They were getting like real competitive with everyone, like fun competitive. It was just such a good time. And then I got to meet Brett from Tanked. He is such a nice person as well. Everybody I met was so nice. He got a picture with me. He did a video for my dad because I used to watch Tanked with my dad when I was a kid. So he was really nice, and he was around all weekend just coming to booths and walking around and talking to people. Ohio Fish Rescue, he was very nice. I know my coworker did an interview with him and she said his story was just so sweet and heartfelt. So it's just cool to see so many genuine people in the hobby. George from Coral Fish 12G, he was really nice. I got a hoodie from him, and yeah, it was really cool to just meet all these people and make connections in the hobby. Let's talk about some of the things that I did while I was there, some things that I got to see. So as for livestock, Aquashella is kind of split, and they have like a freshwater side and a saltwater side. And so it's really cool, since we're freshwater, getting to see the saltwater side of things and the setup. So they like dimmed the lights for the other side, and they have like black lighting, so everything just like pops and glows. I got to see some really cool saltwater plants and saltwater coral, and I didn't spend too much time on the saltwater side. In fact, I just moseyed on over there to kind of see what was going on, but for the most part I stayed on the freshwater side, and they had some super cool booths. And now I don't remember who everyone's booth was, but there was one booth that had a tent up, and they put like vines through the roof or the ceiling of the tent, and it was such a cool booth, and I'm pretty sure they won like best booth overall or like most creative booth. And then there's another booth that had like an aquarium game where you could get on the computers or you could scan the QR code and you could like build your own aquarium, and it was like this simulator. It was really cool. The line there was super long, so I didn't actually get to play it. There was a really cool driftwood booth. Their pieces were phenomenal, and they were just so cool. I saw a lot of people walking around with wood from their booth. There was a booth, I think it was Seacom. They had a big spin wheel, so people were lined up to spin the spin wheel and they could win a prize. So that was, they had the bull, the mechanical bull shark. There was a bull riding competition, which was super funny. They got a bunch of creators to ride the bull and see who could stay on the longest, and the winner would get a trophy. Yeah, there was just some really cool booths. Let's move on to events that were going on. So they had quite a few speakers, and now unfortunately I didn't get to see any of the speakers just because it was such a busy and hectic weekend. They had the Aquashella Aquascaping competition, and so plants and materials were donated. People were, aquascaping their tank and doing their thing, and I did get some footage of that, so I'll add that in at the end of this video so you guys can see some of the tanks, but they were so cool. And there was so just great inspo for when I do my own future tank. It was so cool to see. I was so glad that I got to go over there and walk around after they were done scaping, and they had already announced like the winners, so you guys get to see who won that. They put them on the tank, and then they did a Creator Aquascaping Challenge. So like I said, Jason and Joanna did that, and I'll add in some pictures from that, but it was so funny. They were like getting fake competitive, and Jason scaped his with a piece of pizza and a pop in his hand, and he just did it with his other hand. I'm pretty sure his son like helped. The American Shrimp Competition they had that, and I'll try to see if I can get some footage from that off of my coworker. But there were such beautiful shrimp in the shrimp competition. There were some that were like this big, which was crazy. They did announce the winner of that. Now I didn't hear who won that. Now they could ship it in, or they could bring that to the show themselves. You didn't have to be there to enter your shrimp, and then they would get mailed back to you. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up for Daytona's on the website. I'll link the website down below if you're interested. And there was obviously like a grand prize for the winner, and I think there's a winner for each category, and there's like 6 or 7 categories. They had a really cool kids section where they did crafts, and Dustin's Fish Tanks did a like kids aquascaping challenge, and then he gave them the fish tanks at the end, which was really cool. They had a banquet for creators and vendors on Saturday night, and they had cornhole set up. They did like an awards banquet for the vendors. Yeah, all in all, I had a phenomenal time at Aquashella Chicago, and I hope I get to go to Aquashella Daytona. What's up, H2O? I'm here at Aquashella Chicago, and I'm looking at the aquascaping competition. I wanted to show you guys some of the tanks and some of the plants used. Thought you guys might enjoy seeing and getting some inspiration. They look so good, so let's take a look at them. So this one won best use of color, and it has some really cool red plants in there. I love these big plants. I'm not quite sure what they are, but then there's like these pinky ones. Oh, I really like this one. Also, that wood looks so cool. And then this one has some hair grass in it coming from the rocks, and I really love that. I've been seeing a lot of pearlweed and baby tears used. Looks like maybe some pennywort in there. So cool. Let's keep looking. I've seen a lot of ferns in here. Again, more pearlweed and baby tears. The wood in here looks really cool too. I love this like opening in the front. Really cool. This one's my favorite. I love, it's one most creative. I love the wood with the baby tears on top. And it comes around. It's just full and has so much baby tears. It looks so cool. This one's definitely my favorite. This one's really cool as well. Again, looks like we got some pearlweed in there, some ferns. Looks like maybe some swords in there. All this wood is really cool. I wonder where the wood came from. This one won best use of depth, and I think this one's really cool as well. Alright. And then there's this one, got some ferns in there. Looks like these kind of look like our melon swords a little bit, just without the red color. Or maybe like the Oswald swords. Really cool. All this wood is so cool. Let's go around to the other side. So this one doesn't have any plants, but I still think it looks really cool. The rocks in here are stacked to look so cool. Really do like that one. This one won most inspiring. Again, got some hair grass in there. Again, the wood in here is so cool. And then this one won best use of plants and best use of hardscape. I think this one is so cool. It just looks really natural. So yeah, that's the Aquashella Aquascaping contest, and I'll try to get some. If you guys were at Chicago, let me know down below what your favorite part was or who your favorite vendor was. And if you're going to Daytona, let me know, because I'd love to meet some of you guys. if I am able to go. As always, make sure you're signed up for our email so you can stay up to date on sales and new videos and all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye. Also, if you couldn't tell, we got a new camera and mics, so I hope the audio and video are better for you guys, but it has face tracking, which is so cool. I'm like really enjoying this camera. It's really cool. This is my first time playing around with it, so I hope it all looks and sounds better for you guys. Let me know down below what you guys think. See you guys next week.